Alright, what's up guys, Just Rick here, and we're going to be doing a little bit more professional video this time, and we're going to be going for the Hybrid Blademaster skill build. So that's going to include PvE and PvP. So, let's jump right into it, guys. Alright, so one of the best ways to show you guys what skills to get is to show you exactly what skills not to get. So I'll be doing that real quick. First we're going to be looking at the action skills. So you can see all the skills that I have level 0, 1, or prerequisites. So here I have level 1 of most of the skills. Only skills that I don't have any skills that I didn't pick up at least level 1 on my action skills. So all of them are utility here. If they're not shown on the screen right here, that means I've maxed them already. So action skills, the only one I have leveled is level 5 on Bash. That's because I need it for a prerequisite for another skill. And Shining Cutter, I tried to max it, but I didn't have enough skill points. It was the very last skill that I put skill points in. We look into commands here. You start seeing skills that I've actually not picked up. One of them is dash attack. I like dashing and then immediately attacking afterwards. If you get dash attack, that means if you use the attack button after you roll, you will use dash attack, and sometimes I don't want to do that. Flank attack is one of those skills that I will never find myself using. In fact, if you do get it, you might find yourself wishing you didn't, because you can't lock this skill, and if you accidentally press like attack and left or right movement, you will use the skill accidentally, which I don't find very useful. Another skill that I didn't get is parry, because if you think you can use parry effectively, you can just as effectively use counterattack. In every way, it's better, I'd say. All the rest of the skills, I got the prerequisite for ankle kick. I need that for the Titan, what is that called? The Titan step. I needed that prerequisite. That's the only reason I have that. Backstep thrust, I have level 3 just for the prerequisite for the backstep uppercut. Other than that, we did not pick up ground cutter level 3. I find that this skill in particular is not useful for either PvE or PvP because it causes a knockdown and knockback and is uncomboable. So other than that, all the rest of these skills that are on this page are level 1. Lastly, for the passives, the only passives I didn't get were Tachyon Expertise, because obviously I only had Tachyon Storm level 1, and Max MP increase I didn't get at all. So don't bother with those passives. Obviously that means I've maxed all the rest of them. If that's all you're wondering about which skills not to get, then that's all you guys need to hear. But I am going to be going through all the skills now, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so this is how it's going to work. It's going to be one of 3 things I'm going to show you guys on the screen. The first one is going to be utility. That means you only get the prerequisite or only get it to level 1. So it's not used for damage, it's really just used for utility. The second thing it could be is max it. Obviously that means max it, guys. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. Just max it. It's used for damage most of the time, or it's just really good skill to max. The last thing I'm going to mention is called preference. Now preference is just like it sounds, it's your preference. Usually that either means get it level 1 as utility or get it max as for damage. Or it's your choice to get it at all. So that usually entails PvE or PvP differences. And I'll mention that as we go along. Okay guys, first skill, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so let's start this off. First skill we're going to be talking about is Bash, 1, 2, and 3. So I use this as utility. It's great for canceling your basic attack and juggling enemies off the floor. The only skill that you get to level 5 is Bash 1 because it's a prerequisite for your break cancel, your elbow attack. The damage is not so high, so I would say just for utility. Press kick. I get this level 1 because it's such a great utility skill. It has a lot of stun on it. There's really not enough damage to warrant getting it any higher than that. Upper swing 1 and 2 is a great damage skill, guys. This skill does some of the highest damage on the Blademaster repertoire of skills, so it's very useful to get max level. PvE maybe not so much because it knocks enemies down and you don't want to do that, but still it is such a tremendous damaging skill. Thrust kick and thrust gain, so I have something to say on that. If you are PvE, only get thrust kick max level. Don't even bother with thrust gain. If you're PvP, only get thrust kick level 1 for the prerequisite and then max thrust gain, because that causes a juggle and that's exactly what you want to do. If you're hybrid like me, get them both max so you have enough points to do that. Round swing 1 and 2, I say max. It has tremendous range and every hit of it causes a stun on hit. Great usability in both PvE and PvP. Tachyon Storm level 1. The only thing I have to say about this, Tachyon Storm is a nice skill because every hit of it causes a stun. That means in PvP they cannot escape it. But even if you were building this class PvP, I probably wouldn't max it just because it's a one-trick pony. That's because this skill has such a long cooldown and costs so many points that you're going to lose a lot of points if you decide to max. But if you want to be a one-trick pony and you want to do a lot of damage with unavoidable damage, then by all means. Attack stance. I should have listed this as first. It's your go-to skill. It's your bread and butter skill for Blademaster. If you don't get this skill, I don't know who the hell class you think you are. Who the hell do you think you're playing? But this is what changes you into a killing machine. Every basic attack. You don't have to use any skills for as long as you level up to level 50. I'm dead serious about this. You can just basic attack your way to victory with this skill. Get it, max it, guaranteed. Burning Spirit. I say preference. Get it 1 or max. Level 1, it works just as good as max, just not as good, but it still works. I leveled it only level 1 and then I maxed it when I respec. Very good skill. It has infinite duration, so it's your bread and butter skill in PvE. It has 40-second duration in PvP, that means 20-second downtime. Still very good. I'd say worth maxing. It's only 4 points after the first point, so worth the extra point. Rapid attack 1, 2, and 3. I only get it for the prerequisite. I tried maxing this level when I was leveling, but it didn't really work out too well. The damage amplification is not as high as I thought it would be. So level 1 for utility. Counter Smash, awesome skill. I'd say get it level 1 at least for utility. Max it though because it has freaking amazing damage scaling. The damage scaling is awesome. It cannot be matched with the damage scaling. It's just so much damage. But if you're PvE only and you don't see yourself using it very much, get it at least level 1 because there's a lot of predictable enemies that you can use this on. But the damage is just crazy. I say it's worth the point. Ground Cutter, I'd say leave it as level 1 for utility, simply because the damage amplification is not too high. It also is a little bit misleading with the skill description. It actually hits twice if they're close, one with the sword and one with the way that it shoots out. So take that into account if you're getting into the skill. But preference, utility or preference. Flash Strike, level 1. If you're PvE, don't even bother getting it at all. But I got it level 1 because I'm hybrid. Get it for sure if you're PvP because it knocks down all enemies regardless of block. Shining Cutter, preference. I tried to max it myself. I didn't have enough points. So level 1 at least for all classes because it causes a stun on hit. So a massive stun too, long duration. So very wide skill, causes stun. Great for both PvE and PvP. Moonlight Cutter, I got level 1. I like the skill, but it's not that great. You won't see yourself using it in PvE or PvP very often. PvP, it's great as a knockdown skill, just like Flash Strike. PvE, it's not as damaging as you might think. There's other skills that do a lot more damage in the same amount of time. Storm Wheel Wind, finally our last skill. It is amazing in PvE. Freaking get it. Level 1, if you're PvP, you still want to get this high damaging skill, but in PvP, make sure you, or PvE, make sure you max it because it does so much damage. Freaking amazing. Alright guys, we're looking into the command skills. Basically, we're just going to be looking at the ones that are class specific. Backstep thrust I already talked about. Just get it for prerequisite for backstep upper. It's actually very important that you do not get this skill if you're PvE. That's because instead you want to cancel your basic attack combo into Assault Smash, which you cannot do or cannot do effectively if you get at least 1 level in backstep thrust. Since we're on the topic of Assault Smash, you want to max this skill, guys. It has massive damage scaling in both PvP and PvE. Remember, if you're doing PvE, if you can refrain from getting even 1 level from backstep thrust, you can easily cancel your basic attack into this skill by holding back S and right clicking. That way you can use it without charging it up and you can use it flawlessly. Grab Strike and Pile Driver are your 2 grabbing skills. You only get these 2. I would say don't get them at all if you're going pure PvE, but if you're going PvP, make sure you get it because grab skills are always nice to have. Attack Dash Cancel is a great skill to have. I say get it because you can cancel almost any skill, even skills as in Bash and Rapid Attack. You can cancel right into it and just dash, and it's very quick and efficient to use. In fact, you can even use it for some combos in PvP, so very useful. Break Cancel is your elbowing skill. You can cancel into a plethora of skills. As it says in the description, Bash, Round Swing, Upper Swing, Shining Cutter, Ground Cutter, and Attack and Storm can all be canceled with this skill. Very good for keeping your enemies on the ground in PvE and in PvP also. Very useful. Charge Attack I only got for the skill Deep Wind Step, which are preference skills altogether. PvE and PvP has their uses for Deep Wind Step, but it's not necessary in PvE. It is necessary in PvP, at least level 1. So you can make the choice on that. It causes a quick duration, quick speed boost. If you don't feel like you need it, for Blademaster and PvE, don't bother. Titan Step is a preference skill. You get it if you're level 1 if you're PvP. Don't get it at all if you're PvE. But I got it, of course, because I'm hybrid. As for passives go, I'll just list them all. I got max level on Attack Mastery 2, Defense Mastery, HP increase, and Crit increase. So max them, hands down. There's no explanation. Alright guys, that should be the end, and I have nothing else to say on Blademaster, guys. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I should be making my Guardian video coming up soon. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, subscribe, favorite, you know the deal. Okay guys, catch you later.